Welcome to Cinema Popcorn Decoded. Friends, in this era of multiverses, Marvel has chosen a new path, and that path leads to a different world named Earth 828. This story is not about the MCU Earth we already know, but about a new Earth, where there are no Avengers, but the Fantastic Four. The movie's timeline is 1960, and at the beginning of the story, we see the Fantastic Four's team leader, Reed Richards, searching for an iodine bottle in the bedroom, and his wife, Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, is taking a pregnancy test in the washroom. Her test comes back positive. She comes out and gives Reed the iodine bottle, along with the pregnancy kit, which Reed can't believe means he's going to be a father, and Reed and Sue are very happy. Finally, after 2 years, they will become parents. Why couldn't they become parents before? This is not even mentioned in the movie. Friends, everyone knows how the Fantastic Four, namely Sue Storm, Reed Richards, Johnny Storm, and Ben, got their powers. But this is not shown anywhere in the movie. It has been 4 years since these four became the Fantastic Four, meaning they got their powers. And on this occasion, it is being told on TV by a host that these four went on a mission, that is, to explore a new world in space, and after going into space, they encountered a cosmic storm that changed their DNA and gave them their powers. Also, there is an underground city in New York City, run by Mole Man, who wants everything underground, and he is also the Fantastic Four's first official villain in the comics, who is given very little space in this movie. Also, the Fantastic Four's journey so far is shown, how these four have protected New York City. Meanwhile, Ben and Johnny are setting the dinner table. But Ben says that they have never been this late, and then Sue and Reed arrive. Sue says that they were discussing something. But Johnny says that her face tells him that she is hiding something, and Ben is looking intently at Sue's shy face, who is not making eye contact. Ben asks her if she is pregnant, and Sue happily says yes, she is pregnant, and everyone is happy and congratulates them. Meanwhile, the media and the whole world now know that a new member is coming to the Fantastic Four, and the media is also discussing whether it will be a boy or a girl, and the biggest question in the media is whether their child will also be born with superpowers or not. Reed is telling his robot that he needs to scan the baby inside the womb. But then his big computer records a signal from space. Reed tells the robot to record it and find out what it is, and then Johnny comes, and Reed tells him that he has received a signal from space again today. He also says that he has to do a test today called the bridge teleportation test. This means Reed Richards is working on a technique that will allow him to peek into another dimension or teleport someone there. Reed teleports an egg from a small teleportation bridge to another bridge, which is kept in his lab. But this work requires a lot of electricity, which blows out the electricity of his house, that is, the building. Meanwhile, Johnny brings the space signal to his room and listens to it on record, which is in a different language in a female voice. Johnny is wondering whose voice this is and from which planet it is coming. On the other hand, Sue first goes to the baby room, where the robot is making the baby's bed. After that, Sue comes to the lab, where Reed asks her to do a test to check the baby's brain. But Sue shows Reed the baby directly with her powers, without any sonography machine. The baby in Sue's tummy is perfectly fine, and so is its brain. Reed is seeing his child for the first time, who is peacefully sleeping in his mother's womb. Meanwhile, Ben is a superhero, but everyone in New York treats him like a normal human being. Children insist on seeing his power, and Ben picks up a car kept there to please everyone. After that, the whole family is getting ready for dinner at night. Then Reed comes there and shows everyone the police drones flying in the city, which he made for the safety of the city. Then the whole sky lights up with a yellow light in the sky. Reed sends Johnny to see, and Johnny goes into the sky and sees a silver surfer made of metallic silver coming down, and the Fantastic Four team also arrives, and the silver surfer comes and directly asks the Fantastic Four if they are the ones who protect this world, and Sue replies that yes, we are. The Silver Surfer warns them that their world is about to end, and this is Galactus's announcement, and tells the people of the whole world to spend time with their loved ones, that is, their family, whatever time they have left. Now, you all know about Galactus, how big a cosmic powerhouse he is in Marvel, and his wait has been going on for many years in the MCU. Anyway, after this, the Silver Surfer warns them and leaves from there, and Johnny also goes after her to catch her. But the Silver Surfer says something to him in a different language and then goes straight to space at the speed of light. Here, Reed is trying to track the Silver Surfer in his lab. But he is unable to track her due to her speed. Here, Reed also tells them that she has eaten 5 planets in the nearby galaxy. Then Reed tells them that either they have to go there or Galactus will come here. Here, they prepare to go into space in 16 hours. But Johnny tells them that when he went after the Silver Surfer, she said something to him in her language. They ask him what her tone was. But Johnny had fallen in love with her. He says that he was looking at her beautiful face, and she was talking to him lovingly. The whole team does not take his words seriously because everyone thinks that Johnny had fallen in love with her because she was without clothes. But Reed says that she was not nude but covered with space polymer. After some time, Johnny is sitting in his room looking for clues about that language. Then Sue comes there, and Johnny tells Sue that he has many cassettes in which the same voice is found, and all the voices are the same. Sue does not believe him at that time and tells Johnny that Reed is calling him to the lab. Johnny comes to the lab to meet Reed. Reed tells Johnny that he has made new spacesuits for everyone, and hearing this, Johnny hugs Reed and takes his suit and leaves from there. Then the four announce in front of an auditorium media that they will go into space again to find Galactus or, in other words, to kill him. That night, Reed tells Sue that this will be the first time in history that a pregnant lady will go on this mission. But here, Reed is most worried about his baby. But Sue dismisses the matter and says that she liked this time suit very much, and it is time for them to go to Galactus, and the four sit in the spaceship, and their launch begins, which is covered by all the media. The people standing below are looking at them with hope that these four are the ones who will save them from Galactus now. After going into space, they connect their spaceship to the FTL engine standing there. FTL engine means faster than light, that is, an engine that can make a spaceship go faster than the speed of light, and it is obvious that Reed Richards also made it, and then they move forward at the speed of light, and they start tracking the Silver Surfer, that wherever she is found, Galactus will be found there. After a while, they reach the planet where the Silver Surfer's energy was tracked, and then a spaceship comes out from inside that planet, that is, tearing through that planet, which is so big that Galactus himself is in it, and they go to that spaceship where they see that the whole planet has been destroyed. Then a laser light comes out of Galactus's ship, which starts pulling them, and that light scans Sue that there is someone in her stomach, which scares Sue, and then the Silver Surfer comes into their spaceship and tells them that Galactus wants to meet them and also tells Sue that she should not have been here. After coming into Galactus's ship, these four start following the Silver Surfer, and here in this whole spaceship, big machines are eating the planet and making energy from it. Reed asks the Silver Surfer what Galactus wants. So the Silver Surfer tells him that he doesn't want anything. He just eats. That is, he wants the whole planet. Sue asks, and who chooses the planet for him? The Silver Surfer says that I choose it. And Johnny also goes after her. Just to ask her what the Silver Surfer said to him that day. The Silver Surfer tells him that she meant to perish with your loved ones, that is, to end with your loved ones, and saying this, she moves forward, and Johnny starts walking with Ben. These four come in front of Galactus, and first, Galactus's eyes open, that is, blue eyes. Anyway, Galactus tells them that he has been hungry for billions of years. That's why he eats planets, and Galactus also says that your child has the power to save the world. He also tells them that if you give him this child, I will spare your world, and also tells them the reason that that child has cosmic power, and that child will be my heir. That is, Sue and Reed's child will be the next Galactus. But Reed explains to him that he has done all the tests on his baby. He is a normal baby. Galactus harms Sue with his power, and at the same time, Sue starts having labor pains. Sue tells him that the baby is coming. Reed angrily tells Galactus that he will not get their planet or their child. Meanwhile, Johnny attacks Galactus with fire to stop him, and taking advantage of this, Reed and Ben run back to their spaceship with Sue. Then the Silver Surfer comes and stops them. But Sue throws her into the lava in Galactus's spaceship with her power, and somehow, the four go inside their spaceship. Where Sue's condition is now quite bad because her labor pains are increasing. Ben comes out of Galactus's ship and tries to reach the FTL engine so that he can connect to it and get away as quickly as possible. Here, Ben tells them that the Silver Surfer is also right behind them. Ben connects the spaceship to the speed of FTL, and they set off at the speed of light. But the Silver Surfer also has the speed of light. So she also comes after them. Sue tells Johnny to kill her. Johnny also attacks her with a laser. But due to the But due to the wormhole, the target is missed. Still, he manages to get the surfer out of the way for a while. But the surfer comes back again. But Reed says to take them near a black hole, and they come in front of the black hole, where the surfer also comes after them. Reed explains to everyone that they will take her near the black hole so that she gets caught in its gravity, and she will be stuck there for a very long time. Ben is scared that they might get stuck inside. But Reed explains that trust him, everything will be fine. And now Ben takes the spaceship inside the black hole, and the surfer continues to follow them. Reed asks Sue if she can make them invisible for just 30 seconds, and Sue is in labor pain. But still, she makes the spaceship invisible, and the Silver Surfer does not see them. But by the time she turns back, she gets caught in the high gravity of the black hole. But without gravity, the baby could not have been born, nor do they have enough fuel to go directly back to Earth. So Reed says to orbit the black hole at velocity so that it is born at the speed of that velocity and comes to Earth, and finally, Sue and Reed's baby is born in the spaceship itself. Everyone is relieved that the child is with them, and Johnny comes and names him Franklin. And finally, the Fantastic Four have returned to Earth, and here it is revealed that they have returned after a whole month. Everyone is very happy that these people have returned, and they are welcomed with great fanfare. Here, their media advisor tells them to tell everything in the media. The media asks them how they defeated Galactus. Ben tells them that they could not defeat him. Reed says that his demand was quite high because he wanted their child, and then they refused. But humans have always been selfish. Here too, people get angry at Reed and say that they could have saved them by giving their child to Galactus, and this moment is very sad when someone asks for his child. But what could Reed say, and the four leave from in front of them. Meanwhile, after some time, the Silver Surfer comes out of the black hole and returns to Galactus and apologizes to him. But Galactus says that he wants the child at any cost. The surfer says that but he is still a child, but Galactus says that he will satisfy my hunger so that I can die. That is, here Galactus now wants to die after billions of years. And on the other hand, Reed is explaining to everyone in his lab that he does not know what Galactus is. He just knows that he is older than their universe, and he does not know if he is a god or a human, and he thinks that Franklin is his heir to his powers. And tells them that he needs some slaves so that